Hello children, welcome to my dream. Today we are discussing the circular motion, the basic concept of circular motion. Okay, now when an object is moving in a circular path, the speed remain constant and the velocity will become changed due to the change in direction. As the theta changes, as the direction changes, that's why the velocity will become changed due to the change in direction. So first of all, we are talking about the angular velocity. Angular velocity. Angular velocity is represented by this. Suppose an object moves on a circular track, makes an angle theta, having that is arc delta s. This is the radius. So angle described by an object from P to Q. Per unit time. So omega is equals to delta theta by delta t. The angle described by an object per unit time, that is called angular velocity. So this is, if you want to know the instantaneous velocity, angular velocity, that is given by limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t. It can be written down d theta by dt. The unit you know, the radian per second. Radian per second is the unit. Yes, angular velocity is a vector quantity. It's a vector quantity. Obviously, as it is a vector quantity, इसकी कुछ ना कुछ direction होगी. So its direction is along the axis of rotation. Its direction is along the axis of rotation. Yes, it is the instantaneous angular velocity is given by d theta by dt. Now we are talking about the angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is represented by alpha. As you know, the rate of change in velocity, that is called acceleration or the linear acceleration. Now we are talking about the angular acceleration, the rate of change in change in angular velocity, that is called angular acceleration, which is given by delta omega by delta t. The unit is radian per second square. If you want to know the instantaneous angular acceleration, that is limit delta t tends to 0, delta omega by delta t. That can be written down d omega by dt. Or simply you can say d square theta by dt square. It is also a vector quantity and the direction is given by right hand screw rule. Either we want to know the direction of the angular velocity or the angular acceleration, the direction is described by the right hand screw rule. Okay? Now, the relation between angular and linear parameters. We want to discuss the relation between the angular and the linear parameters. So, angle is equal to arc upon radius, from which you can write down angle is equal to arc upon radius. So it can be write down, ये आप कह सकते हो दोनों तरफ आपने डिफरेंशिएट कर दिया, ये है कि दोनों तरफ आपने डेल्टा टी से डिवाइड. This is the displacement upon time taken gives the velocity, and this is omega. So this is the relation between the linear velocity and the angular velocity. If we want to differentiate again, so dv by dt r d omega by dt, and the rate of change in velocity gives linear acceleration, or you can say tangential acceleration. Either you can say the tangential acceleration or the linear. This is about the angular and the linear parameters. Now we are talking about the particle speeding up. Suppose this is the z-axis, this one is y-axis, जो भी आप लेना चाहें. And particle is speeding up is possible only when the direction of the velocity, linear velocity, is in the direction of the tangential axis. Whereas particle slowing down, then you can draw this. This is z, this is y, this is x. Now you see, if the direction of the velocity is anti-parallel, or you can say there is a frictional force, then the arrow is of like this. So this is the slow down process and this is the speeding process. Now you can discuss the vector form of angular velocity. Vector form of angular velocity. Vector form of angular velocity. Suppose a particle P suppose if particle P is particle P is concentrated with respect to the position vector r. ठीक है, तो बेटे ये क्या हो गया, ये इसका हो गया r sin थीटा, इसका ये परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट, एंड यू नो द वेलोसिटी इज परपेंडिकुलर टू द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन जो भी है आपके पास. ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू v परपेंडिकुलर अपॉन r, एंड v परपेंडिकुलर किस कैसे देगा, ऐसे नहीं लिखना, तो दूसरे तरीके से लिख देते. यस, omega is equals to v by r, so it can be write down omega is equals to r sin theta into omega. तो r sin theta into omega, so v is equals to this, so v is equals to r omega sin theta, which can be write down this is a vector. After that we are talking about the change in position. After that we are talking about the change in position. Change in position, yes, change in position. Suppose this is the position vector r1, this one is the position vector r2. Yes, from P to Q, this is delta r. This is the makes an angle theta. From P to Q, there the angle described by it, that is theta, and these are the two position vectors. So it can be write down delta r is equal to r2 minus r1, which is write down in this form also, in the form of the mod you can write down, because you want to know the magnitude of delta r. So r1 square plus r2 square 2r1 r2 cos theta. If vector r1 is equal to vector r2, let it be r, then you can write down, say r1 is equal to r square, there is some mistake. क्या करना है यहाँ पर, यहाँ पे बेटे आपको माइनस लाना है. माइनस ये भी चीज, if r1 is equal to r2, that is equal to r, then you can write down r square plus r square minus 2r square cos. So twice of r square minus twice of r square cos theta. So 2r square, which is 1 minus cos theta. आपने पढ़ा था sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So 1 minus cos theta can be written twice of r into twice of sin square theta by 2, which is equal to 4 r square sin square theta by 2, and that is twice of r sin theta by 2. This is a change in position with respect to the position vector r. If you want to discuss the change in velocity, if you want to know the change in velocity, so you can describe it like this. These are the position vector r1, this one is r2, say theta, this is delta r. Let here the velocity be v1, here the velocity be v2. As the object is moving in a circular path, the velocity will become changed due to the change in direction. That's why here v1, here v2. It produces backward forms an angle theta. So you can write down, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, यहाँ बना लो delta v, delta v, that is v2 vector minus v1 vector, that is v2 minus v1 v. As you discuss the change in position, similarly you can obtain the magnitude of the change in velocity. So v1 square plus v2 square minus 2v1 v2 cos theta. If v1 is equals to v2, if v1 is equal to v2, let it be v. नोट कर लीजिए, then delta v is equals to v square plus v square minus 2v square cos theta. Then you will get twice of v square common 1 minus cos theta, and 1 minus cos theta is equal to twice of sin square theta by 2, which is equal to 2 to the 4, twice of v sin theta by 2. That is the change in velocity. नोट कर लीजिए. कोई डाउट है रिधिमा? हाँ बोलो बेटे. अच्छा, next. Suppose yes, r1 r2 v1 v2 कोसेंट्रिक है बेटे. ये दिस इज द पोजीशन वेक्टर r1, इसकी वेलोसिटी ले ली हमने यहाँ पर v1, इसकी वेलोसिटी r2 हो गया, वेलोसिटी इसकी ले ली v2. ऐसे अगर बनाओगे ओमेगा, अब इसका कुछ और है, इसका कुछ और है, ओमेगा 2 ओमेगा 1. यस, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी डिस्कस अगर करें तो कैसे करें? एंगुलर वेलोसिटी ऑफ 2 with respect to 1, that is omega 2 minus omega 1. कोई डाउट? Omega 2 minus omega 1 is the change in angular velocity. Next, it can be written down 2 pi by t2 minus 2 pi by t2 t1. So now you want to know the change in velocity, that is, निकाल लिया, लिख लो, that is 2 pi by t21 t1 t2 2 pi t1 minus t2, then t2 t1 t2 divided by t1 minus t2. This is the time period of second with respect to first. This is the time period of second with respect to first. If you want to convert it into frequency, then you can go through this 2 pi nu 2 minus 2 pi nu 1. Next, angular velocity in general form. Now we want to discuss the angular velocity in general form. Angular velocity in general form. Suppose this is an arc, this is it makes an angle theta. Velocity. So, if you want to discuss the angular velocity, the component, velocity component perpendicular to P. Divided by T. Velocity component of this per divided by T. किसके रेस्पेक्ट में लिख रहे हैं? T के रेस्पेक्ट में. V is equals to R ओमेगा होता है, तो with respect to R ऐसे मिटा देते हैं. So omega R V perpendicular upon R, that is V sin theta on R. बिकॉज यहाँ से इसका क्या करेंगे, एक परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट लाएंगे, वो क्या होगा, V sin थीटा, और ये क्या दे रहा है, V cos थीटा, इससे तो मतलब ही नहीं. If it is multiplied by R, so it can be written down R cross V divided by R square. As you replace the cross product, then there is a need of a sign. Yes, please note कर लीजिए, डिस्कस करो. रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी, चलिए दूसरा पढ़ा देते. रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी of 2 with respect to 1. Suppose there is the presence of the two particles, say P1 and P2. Velocities are given to you, that is V2 sin theta 2. Let's make an angle theta. ये हो गया V और ये इसका परपेंडिकुलर था. This is V1, say this is theta 1, so इसका परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट हो गया V1 sin theta 1. And you want to know the relative velocity. ठीक है. Relative velocity of 2 with respect to 1, this is 2, this is 1, then you will get V2 sin theta 2 minus V1 sin theta 1. So, omega is equals to V2 sin theta 2 minus V1 sin theta 1 divided by R. Then you can find out the relative velocity. Which velocity? Relative angular velocity. Relative angular velocity is given by this. Now, the next topic is unit vector along radius and tangent. Unit vector along radius and tangent. OP, PQ, so as the object is moving in a circular path, then इसके लिए हमने क्या बनाना है, यहाँ से यहाँ भी ले सकते हैं. So the position vector R along this and that. So OP is equals to OP cos theta I plus OP sin theta j. इसको इसके नीचे ले जाइए, cos theta I sin theta j, and एट द टेंजेंट जो भी इसने एंगल बनाया है, यहाँ पे जो बनाया है उसकी वेलोसिटी यहाँ शो कर दो, मैं कर देता हूँ. ये V1 है, ये V2 है, ये यहाँ थीटा बना रहा है, ये रिजल्टेंट है, इसको आप डिलीट कर दीजिए, इस वाले का छोड़ो, P2Q it is 10. So PQ is equals to PQ minus PQ sin theta I plus PQ cos theta g, which is given by theta unit vector minus the sin theta I cos theta j, and product of these two, these are the unit vectors. This is cos theta I into I this, sin theta into cos this, कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, क्या आएगा बेटा, जीरो आ जाएगा। इसके अलावा जो हम डिस्कस करेंगे यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन, यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन, यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन। In case of the uniform circular motion, this is a normal acceleration, this is the velocity, and that is given by an is equal to v square by r. That is the centripetal acceleration. कौन सा acceleration है? Centripetal. And tangential acceleration is given by, यहाँ पे तो होगा, tangential acceleration is given by r into r. It can be written down a n square plus a t square, which is minus v square by r, and this is alpha theta, r equal I ले लो, j ले लो, स्क्वायर कर दो. This is the effective essence. Now, in this case, you see, velocity is perpendicular to the acceleration. But in this case, velocity is parallel to. Velocity is perpendicular to the acceleration. Which acceleration? Normal acceleration, centripetal. But you see, velocity is parallel to the tangential. So, ये कुछ कहता है सर्कुलर मोशन. सर्कुलर मोशन में यूनिफॉर्म है. ये कौन सा है? यूनिफॉर्म. यूनिफॉर्म में क्या होता है? When an object is moving with a uniform velocity, then the tangential acceleration will become zero. ठीक है? In case of non-uniform acceleration. When we are talking about the non-uniform acceleration, suppose this is the table, which is the block is placed like this. This one is the normal, this is the weight, and so upward force is equals to, ऐसे लिख दो, इसे मन कर रहा आपका, upward force F is equal to mv square by r. This is n by g, and g but when we are discussing these, then summation of vertical forces में से ये कौन सी फोर्स है? वर्टिकल फोर्स. और ये कौन सी है? अबाउट रेडियस. अबाउट रेडियस कौन सी है? ये वाली. minus mb square by r is equal to 0. And this is the vertical one. The summation of f vertical that is n minus mg, ऐसे लिख दो यहाँ पे, n minus mg is equal to, चलो next. The next one is analysis of conical pendulum. Analysis of conical pendulum. Analysis of conical pendulum, in which we are talking about the, मुझे नोट कर लीजिए, this is theta and this one is weight. This is the corresponding angle. तो ये क्या हो गया, mg cos theta. mg cos theta. Because of this weight, there is the tension. ठीक है, नोट कर लीजिए. ये तो वही आएगा जो आपको बताया. तो t sin theta is equals to L length. The length of this string is L. T is the tension which is created due to this weight, and there is the two components which has been arise, mg cos theta and mg sin theta. Yes. So mg sin theta is equal to mb square by r. This is the centrifugal force. And mg cos theta is equal to T. ये आप लिख सकते हो, जैसे T से T sin theta. T cos theta, T sin theta. नोट कर लो. This is T sin theta. This is T cos theta. And V is equal to R omega. That is M. So tan theta is equals to बेटे कितना हो गया, M से M कैंसिल कर दो, R ओमेगा स्क्वायर बाई T. एंड R क्या है, दिस इज द R, और वो किसके बराबर है, L sin थीटा की. सो sin थीटा अपॉन cos थीटा which is equal to L sin theta into omega square by T. So omega square is equal to G upon L cos theta. Then you can find out under root G by L cos theta. This is the uniform. Uniform frame of reference. ठीक है, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस में बेटे क्या करते हैं, कंपोनेंट डेवलप करते हैं। ये यहाँ पे बना लो p cos थीटा, ये बना लो p sin थीटा, ये थीटा है तो ये भी थीटा है, ये तो अंडरस्टूड है। नेक्स्ट, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म। If the frame of reference is non-uniform, यानी कि वेरिएबल वेलोसिटी है, सीधी सी बात। If there is a variable velocity which shows the non-uniform feature, frame of reference. This is t cos theta, t sin theta. So f summation of f radius gives t sin theta, minus mv square by r is equal to, this is about the radius. ये तो है ही सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स विच इज इक्वल टू द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स। समेशन ऑफ एफ विद रेस्पेक्ट टू वर्टिकल, so that is t cos theta minus mg is equal to 0. This is the non-uniform frame of references. After that we are talking about the work done. This is a non-uniform frame of references in which we have already told to you कि बेटे in case of the uniform circular motion velocity variable नहीं है, but in this case velocity variable। चेक कर लीजिए आप। नेक्स्ट, वर्क डन इन सर्कुलर मोशन, वर्क डन इन सर्कुलर मोशन, this is an, this is at, this is a tangential action, this is a, the rate of doing work is called power, the rate of doing work is called power। तो पावर इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा डब्ल्यू अपॉन डेल्टा टी, ये तो अंडरस्टूड है। पावर का एक फार्मूला होता है फोर्स इनटू वेलोसिटी। As you replace the force, और ये कौन सी फोर्स है, नॉर्मल फोर्स, एंड द नॉर्मल फोर्स जो है the normal force makes an angle 90 degree with this velocity. So f n v cos 90, cos 90 0, ठीक है। But in non-uniform frame of the reference, if we are discussing it, Then you can go through non-uniform frame of reference. If we are talking about the non-uniform frame of references, then you see here velocity is perpendicular to the acceleration, normal acceleration. Yeah, force is perpendicular to the, normal force is perpendicular to the, but tangential force is parallel to this. So, delta W by delta T, which is equal to Fn dot V plus Ft dot V so you can write on F and V cos 90 because velocity is perpendicular to the normal force. But this is T. V cos 0. It will become 0, but it is FTV. This is about the work done in a circular motion, or you can say power, because rate of doing work is called power. Now we are talking about now we are considering about the, क्या बताएं बेटे, बोलो, bending of cyclist, bending of cyclist क्यों पढ़ाना है मतलब, हाँ क्या कह रहे थे नदीम, हाँ बेटे ये हॉरिजॉन्टल सर्किल था, अच्छा मोशन इन ए वर्टिकल सर्किल, ओके, you just take a 5 minutes break, okay.
Hello, students. Welcome to the My Dream, the India's first ever e-learning educational platform where each and every topic is taught with what, why and how concept.
Sir, what is this concept?
Right question. Then can you tell me what is education? Education means not only to getting marks in examination but also to develop their mind also. That's why the My Dream is introducing the concept of what, why and how so that analytical skills of students can be enhanced as well.
Wow, sir. How nice it is.
Yay. It's a nice step by the My Dream to bring a revolutionary change in recent education scenario. Hello, students. Welcome to the My Dream, the India's first ever e-learning educational platform where each and every topic is taught with what, why and how concept.
Sir, what is this concept?
Right question. Then can you tell me what is education? Education means not only to getting marks in examination but also to develop their mind also. That's why the My Dream is introducing the concept of what, why and how so that analytical skills of students can be enhanced as well.
Wow, sir. How nice it is.
Yay. It's a nice step by the My Dream to bring a revolutionary change in recent education scenario. Hello, students. Welcome to the My Dream, the India's first ever e-learning educational platform where each and every topic is taught with what, why and how concept.
Sir, what is this concept?
Right question. Then can you tell me what is education? Education means not only to getting marks in examination but also to develop their mind also. That's why the My Dream is introducing the concept of what, why and how so that analytical skills of students can be enhanced as well.
Wow, sir. How nice it is.
Yay. It's a nice step by my dream to bring a revolutionary change in recent education scenario. Hello, students. Welcome to My Dream, the India's first ever e-learning educational platform where each and every topic is taught with what, why and how concept.
Sir, what is this concept?
Right question. Then can you tell me what is education? Education means not only to getting marks in examination but also to develop their mind also. That's why My Dream is introducing the concept of what, why and how so that analytical skills of students can be enhanced as well.
Wow, sir. How nice it is.
Yay. It's a nice step by My Dream to bring a revolutionary change in recent education scenario. Hello, students. Welcome to My Dream, the India's first ever e-learning educational platform where each and every topic is taught with what, why and how concept.
Sir, what is this concept?
Right question. Then can you tell me what is education? Education means not only to getting marks in examination but also to develop their mind also. That's why My Dream is introducing the concept of what, why and how so that analytical skills of students can be enhanced as well.
Wow, sir. How nice it is.
Yay. It's a nice step by My Dream to bring a revolutionary change in recent education.
Yes, now we are talking about the motion of a cyclist. Motion of a cyclist in a circular, in a uniform circular motion. Suppose this is a tire, this is a this is a reaction, this one is theta. Now, this is T sin theta, T cos theta. This is T sin theta. This is the weight and which is ठीक है, एक तरीका तो यही है. So the m into a normal aspect is equal to lesser than limiting. यही पे लगेगी. Limiting force of friction perpendicular upon base which gives this. This is V square by R which किसके लिए लिखी है कंडीशन, कोई बताएगा? To prevent skidding. To prevent skidding. This is the centripetal force must be less and equal to the limiting force of friction. If the centripetal force is less than or equal to limiting force of friction, then you can say there is no skidding. So F is equal to mu S into N. So F limiting is equal to centripetal force and this is N is equal to mg. This is a normal तो इधर ही बनाओगे ना, यहाँ बना लो, नॉर्मल ठीक कर देते हैं। So F limiting force of friction divided by this, then you will get V square by GR. Thank you. And this is equal to tan theta, V square by GR. It can be used in bending of cyclist, bending of road, bending of cyclist in a uniform circular motion. Now we are talking about motion in a vertical circle. Motion in a vertical circle yes, you can draw it like this. कंपोनेंट ड्रॉ कर लीजिए, यहाँ से सर्टेन एंगल थीटा बना लीजिए, ये यहाँ से ले लीजिए ऐसे, दिस इज द हाइट, दिस इज थीटा, so this is theta. Now this is mg cos theta, mg cos theta, that is mg sin theta. And h is equal to r. H is equals to r 1 minus cos theta. भूल गए होगे आप? अरे बेटे सर्कुल हॉरिजॉन्टल सर्किल में पढ़ाया था, द चेंज इन पोजीशन पढ़ाया था, अंडर रूट 2r स्क्वायर माइनस 2r स्क्वायर इंटू cos थीटा. So पहले नोट कर लो फिर बना देते हैं. चलो आगे बताएंगे फिर जल्दी जल्दी. कर लिया? We want to discuss the velocity here, there, यहाँ. So v square is equals to u square minus 2gh, and the value of u h is r1 minus cos theta, and the minimum velocity must be lesser than root 2gr. मैक्स यहाँ पर अंडर रूट 5gr होगी तभी पहुँच पाएगा, अन्यथा पहुँचेगा नहीं. नेक्स्ट, इसको अगर मैं सॉल्व करूं, ट्वाइस ऑफ gr1 माइनस cos थीटा, सो t माइनस cos थीटा, t माइनस mg cos थीटा is equal to mv square by r. So t is equal to mg cos theta plus mv v square कितना, that is u square minus 2gr into 1 minus cos. Yes. You can put the values and get the answer. If you want to learn the tricks and techniques, इसके बाद क्या रखें, क्या क्या आएगा वो देख. So velocity can be under root 3gr plus 2gr cos theta, as you have solved it. ठीक है. If theta is equals to 0 डिग्री, 0 डिग्री cos 0 1 हो जाएगा, तो मिनिमम वेलोसिटी इतनी होनी चाहिए. अंडर रूट 3gr प्लस 2gr cos 0, दैट विल बिकम, ठीक है, एट द लोएस्ट पोजीशन 3gr प्लस 2gr cos क्या था 0, and that is equal to under root 5gr. Midpoint. If theta is equal to 90 degree, if theta is equal to 90, then cos 90 will become 0 under root 3gr plus 2gr cos 90. Cos 90 will become 0, then you will get under root 3gr. If theta is equal to 180, that is the highest point, at the highest point, h लिख लो. So VH 3gr plus 2gr cos 180, cos 180 minus 1, then you will get 3gr minus 2gr. So it will become the minimum velocity. जो सबसे कम वेलोसिटी कहाँ पर होती है? हाईएस्ट पॉइंट. यहाँ पर कितनी होती है? यहाँ कितनी होती है? ठीक है. The maximum velocity at the lowest point, which has been discussed here. This is at this, and this is. As you solve the tension, ये जो इक्वेशन है उसको सॉल्व कर लिया, तब आप लिखेंगे 3mg 1 plus cos theta. If theta is equal to 0 degree, then you will get 3mg 1 plus cos 0. Cos 0 1, it will become 6mg. 6mg is the tension at the lowest point. This is A. If theta is equal to 190 degree, so theta is equal to 90. It means perpendicular at this position. T is equal to 3mg 1 plus cos 90. Cos 90 will become 0. Then you will get price of mg. यहाँ पर टेंशन कितनी होगी? 3mg इस पोजीशन. If theta is equal to 180 degree, then thrice of mg 1 plus cos 180. Say cos 180 1 minus 1, and this is 0. Yes. Tomorrow we will discuss the problems based on circular motion which has been asked, the number of questions which has been asked in the previous year, and the some typical questions. ठीक है? And मोशन इन ए पर्टिकुलर वर्टिकल सर्किल में आप ये ध्यान रखें कि थीटा कितना है. हो सकता है कोई यहाँ पूछ रहा हो आपसे, यहाँ से पूछ रहा है, इट विल बिकम 60. T is equal to thrice of mg 1 plus cos 60. Cos 60 will become 1 by 2. Then you will get 4.5 mg. यस, सुन लिया बेटे। एट द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट टेंशन कितनी थी? 0। एट द मिड पॉइंट टेंशन कितनी बताइए? थ्राइस ऑफ mg। एट द लोएस्ट पॉइंट इट विल बिकम 6 mg एंड द वेलोसिटी इज मैक्सिमम एट द लोएस्ट पॉइंट। इससे कम नहीं होनी चाहिए, इससे ज्यादा ही होनी चाहिए, तभी ये पूरा कंप्लीट सर्कुलर पाथ करेगा बेटा। ठीक है। नाउ as I told you before, tomorrow we will discuss the problem based on circular motion. ठीक है? Those questions which has been asked in the previous in the different exams.
Hello.